Could a single live television interview have changed the political conversation in South Africa? One statement from President Cyril Ramaphosa has ignited fierce debate across the country. Some believe his remarks about the constitutional right to protest were simply a defense of democracy. Others argue they could be interpreted as lending legitimacy to one of the country's most controversial movements. So what exactly did he say? Why has this interview sparked such intense reactions from both supporters and critics? And what does it mean for South Africa at a time when tensions over immigration, public protests, and national leadership are already running high? Stay with us, because as we break down the interview, the timeline, and the public response, you'll see why this story has become one of the biggest political talking points in the country. If you're joining us for the first time, subscribe so you don't miss any updates. And if you find this video informative, please like, subscribe, and share to help more people join the conversation.
Were you disappointed in South Africa?
No. I mean, our people exercise their right to protest, which is enshrined in our constitution, and we must support that. For the most part, the protests, the marches were quite peaceful. Only a very few incidents. It could have been much worse.
I don't believe that I'm actually saying this, but well done, March and March. The protests largely went down peacefully. There were a couple of situations of looting that happened, I think, in Durban and in Cape Town. There was one situation that happened, I think, in Hillbrow. Roughly about 15,000 people were arrested over the last couple of days, but it still largely went down.
Hello beautiful people. So guys, the South African president says he supports the protest. That means he wants foreigners to leave South Africa, right? It is South African right to protest. There is no doubt about that. But what is he actually supporting? This nonsense these South Africans are doing. Look at what they did. They went into someone's shop and stole everything. Looting. Oh, today is their best day, I'm telling you. Look at what the whole president is saying. I just needed to do a little bit voiceover on that particular video because I needed to mute the song. So let's talk about President Ramaphosa. President Ramaphosa says he supports South Africa. It is a constitutional right to protest. That means he's actually in support that foreigners should leave their country, right? So there is no doubt that this man cannot deny the fact that everyone has been saying this, that the government is actually behind this. Julius Malema said it. The government is actually behind it. Before that protest was held, he had a meeting with those two guys. Guys, can you imagine? No one knew what they spoke about. But guys, the South African government, they are the ones. They want Africans to go back to their country. The truth is, me too, I'm just tired of talking to Africans. I don't know. A president of a country will support his own citizens to protest against you people to leave their country, and you are still there. Amy, you've lived in that country for more than 5 years, more than 10 years, more than 20 years. Is your life that worthless? How can you be comparing your life with the amount of years you've lived in South Africa? Look at the Nigerian guy called Big Joe. He just lost his life. I think right now he's in mortuary, regretting. Had I known, I would have gone back to my country. See, life does not have any duplicate. Once you're gone forever. When they tell you people to go back to your country, you're looking at your properties, you're looking at what you achieve. What you achieve is stopping you from going back to your country. It's up to you. It's up to you, because at the end of the day, if anything happens to you, their government doesn't care about you people. They don't care. I watched a video where this Kenyan lady was talking about how he dated a South African guy, and all of a sudden they had a baby, and this South African guy took her child away. She went and reported to the police. The police said, "You this query, all the time you like to bring your problems to us to solve. Why can't you guys solve your problem all alone?" Guys, look at what a police person is talking to an immigrant living in his country. And when something like that happens, you don't report to the police. Or ask, why didn't you report to the police? The police don't care about you people in their country. But for me to live in that kind of country, I don't care how bad my country is. I would prefer to stay in my country. You get? I don't know. This life, never you say never, If I get married to a South African man, see, I'm not living in that country with that man. I'm telling you, I'm not, because my life is very important. My life is very important. We don't care how you guys will come on social media and be crying, oh, South Africans are doing this. We already know what South Africans love to do. We told you guys, we plead that with you. What are you guys still doing there? I don't want to shout. What are you guys still doing there? Because there are a lot of millions of videos on social media. I do not post this thing and say, what are you guys still doing there? Please, so you these Africans in South Africa, stop stressing us on this internet. You get, we don't want to stop claiming victims. We begged you people to leave that country before the 30th. Now look at what is happening. I'm tired. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. Anyway.
Overwhelmingly peaceful. And I want to applaud the March and March organizers, together with the government, Ramaphosa, for being very firm on making sure that this was going to go down in a peaceful manner. I think he did a really good job in that regard. So just for that, well done. Not that this is going to matter to anybody who supports March and March, but I think those who are supporters of March and March, I can't really speak for the leadership, but I would say that the supporters of March and March, together with those who have been strongly against it, the red movement, if you will, we actually all want the same thing. We want South Africa to be much better for every person, for every working class South African. Somebody said to me a few weeks ago, it was a political zeitgeist, he was saying that he feels like when I talk about Ramaphosa, when I talk about the ANC, it's like I'm only talking about the glass half empty. And that's not really the case. The thing is, because I've had a little bit of opportunity to travel and see other parts of the world, I'm not just looking at South Africa's glass anymore. I see the glasses of several other countries, and I've actually gotten to see and experience what life is like for them. It is insane to travel into countries where you see not a single person standing at a robot and asking for a 5 rand or asking for anything. Now, of course, yes, poverty exists, but it's practically minute in comparison to what it's like in South Africa. And so those who are supporters of March and March and those who are opponents of it still want that same thing, and that is for the average working class South African to live a much better life. And so we are on the same page in that regard. It's just unfortunate that there's these false claims and false narratives that drive us to distractions rather than bringing us to the solutions we need. But well done for keeping the march overwhelmingly peaceful. It's a step in the right direction.
And I was very pleased that we were able to hold extensive consultation with a number of people. And we brought to bear the need for peace, need for orderliness, and that's exactly what we had.
Anything worried you?
No, I was not worried. I was actually quite relaxed. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Have a good day.
I have sat here today watching video after video from the March and March protests across South Africa, and my heart is broken. What have we become? I've seen burning tires, rocks and bricks hurled at people, shops smashed, vehicles destroyed, men, women, little children running for their lives in absolute terror, children crying, screaming, children, young children, mothers with babies, running because grown adults have decided that fear is somehow justice. Shame on you. Absolute shame on you. If you can watch a mother clutching her baby while fleeing for her life and still believe you are fighting for South Africa, then somewhere along the way you have lost your humanity. I mean, who gave you the right to destroy another person's livelihood? Who gave you the right to terrorize children? Who gave you the right to decide who deserves to live in peace or not? Who? I'm devastated, really. Today, I even spoke to South African distributors, meaning distributing companies in South Africa. Do you know what they told me? Many of these foreign-owned shops pay their accounts on time, often better than local businesses. Those payments keep South African companies alive. Those companies employ South Africans. Every shop you destroy is another blow to our economy. You are not only hurting foreign nationals, you are hurting South Africans too. And then we have people storming shops and homes, grabbing identity documents, tearing them apart, and then shouting that the owners are undocumented. Do you even hear yourselves? You destroy a person's documents and then blame them for not having documents. That is madness. It's cowardice, and it's not justice. Many of these families have paid rent to South African landlords for years. They buy stock from South African suppliers. They employ South Africans. They feed communities where many people cannot afford supermarket prices. Now, those same communities, South African communities, must walk kilometers just to buy bread and milk because someone thought destruction would somehow build a better country. This is not patriotism. It's not leadership. This is mob rule. And history has never been kind to mobs. If your cause is so righteous, why must it be defended with fire and rocks, terror and crying children? I believe South Africa has every right to secure its borders. I also believe immigration laws must be enforced by the state, but no cause, none, gives anyone the moral right to hunt innocent families, destroy businesses, or force children to run in fear. And as a Christian, I cannot stay silent. Every person you chase, every child you terrify, every mother who cries, every father who watches everything he has worked for burned to the ground, they were all created in the image of God, just as you, just as me. And one day, when the crowds have disappeared and when the smoke has cleared and the slogans have faded, you will stand before God. And on that day, you will not be asked how loudly you shouted. You will be asked how you treated His people. May God have mercy on South Africa, because today humanity lost.